Hey, working mom. Thank you so much for clicking on this career development training. My name is Latika Vines from Visionary Initiatives. I'm an author, career development consultant, and coach for working moms, specifically in the federal government, helping them successfully balance life so they can grow their career while also helping organizations grow their employees in their career. Today, I want to talk to you about a very important topic, and that is jumpstarting your career. Now, let's think about this. Let's think about the time that you or someone that you've known, you've gone out in the morning to start your car and nothing happens, nothing at all. The battery is not cranking. You can't get the starter going. Nothing is working. And what you realize is that you left the door open all night long. You know how you leave the door sometimes cracked and it drains your battery? And so when it's time for you to go to work or go to something to the grocery store or something, and you can't move, and now you need to jump your car. You need to get someone to bring their cables, their jumper cables, and let's connect these two vehicles so that they can jump your car, get that battery going, take the cables off, let your car run for 15, 20, 30 minutes until it's good to go. Have you been in that situation before? My husband and I were just in that situation a few nights ago. Thankfully, I was just going into his car just because I noticed that his car windows were down and it had been raining. And so I just went into his car, and he has the car where you can just press the button to start. So I just pressed it without my foot being on the pedal, and nothing was happening. And I was like, wait a minute, we haven't driven this car. So why is the battery dead? And what he realized when he finally came outside was that he left the charger on in his car, which drained his battery. And it doesn't help that, because of COVID, we haven't been driving any car for what, 8 months now? So his car really has been sitting, and we try to, at least once a week, rotate the cars and, you know, at least get them going. But he needed a jump. And a lot of times our careers need a jump. We've been in positions that have drained our batteries. We have truly been in positions that have drained our batteries where we are so stressed that all of this just starts to tense up, you know. And I tell you, I have been there. I have dreaded Fridays because I knew as much fun as I was going to have on the weekend, Sunday was going to come. I needed to prepare for the week for my kids and myself and my husband and go to a job that I didn't like on Monday morning. I hated it. I truly hated it. And it truly caused my depression because I hated going to a job that I didn't like. And I was commuting 2, 3 to 4 hours a day, depending on the traffic and the weather. And then I'm taking this precious time away from my children. I'm not getting any sleep. I'm still breastfeeding. I'm trying to potty train and make sure I'm still getting off of work on time to get home to pick up my older two kids off the school bus. And it's just like all this for a job that I don't like, and it was draining my battery. The life was being sucked out of my career because of this particular job. Can you relate to that? Can you relate? Are you in a situation now, even in COVID, where all we really have to do is go downstairs or go into the next room and turn our computers on? But when we wake up in the morning, we just don't want to do it. Our career needs a jump start. It needs a jump start. We cannot, as public servants, be in positions that we don't like, that we actually hate. And it's worse now because we're in COVID. We don't deserve to be in positions like that. And we deserve to be in a life that we are happy in our jobs and at home, with our family. We don't deserve to be in positions that we don't like. So what do you do in that particular situation? Where today I want to give you three things that you can do to jumpstart your career today. The first is to reevaluate you. Reevaluate you. What am I doing? Where am I going? What is it about this job that I don't like? Ask yourself those questions and get a piece of paper and write them down. What are the pros and cons of this job? And when you look at that list of pros and cons, and if the cons are more than the pros, then you're in danger. But if the pros are more than the cons, then you're not so much in danger, and it might be just your approach, or really approach, or how the environment is. It may not be the job, but it could be the environment. So what can you do to change that? Truly ask yourself, what can you do, and envision a life where it's all good, where you're not dreading to go to the kitchen, or living room, or dining room, or your office to get online. Or if you're still going into the office, you're not dreading to get up and go get in your car and go to the office. What is this job telling you when you're doing your pros and cons, and when you're truly doing some self-discovery and identifying, what is it that I want to do? What career do I want to build for myself as a public servant? Truly ask yourself that. The second is that you want to develop a plan. So now you've identified some key factors of where you want to go, and what you're not liking in this particular position. So now the question is, where do I go with this? What do I do? So you develop a strategy on how you can make this situation that is a con into a pro. Or right now it is a pro, but it could be better. So, what is that strategy? What can you come up with to improve where you are now? Could that be, talking to your supervisor about your goals? And maybe your supervisor is not trying to hear the goals that you have. Well, is there someone above him or her? Maybe there's a committee or an organization or a new project that you can put your name in that will give you the jumpstart that you need, give you the goal achieving that you desire for your career. How can you truly make sure that you're happy in this career, in this position for your career that you're in, or that you could possibly go into? So what does that plan look like? If you need to leave, where would you go? And write that down. Where would you go? What position would you want to be in? What position will make you happy? What position will make you happy? And how would you feel when you're in that position? And so now, what can we do to get there? What positions do you need? What additional knowledge do you need? What additional skills do you need? Write it all down so that you can have a strategy on how you can get this done. And then the third thing, which I think is so important, in addition to evaluating yourself, is having a mentor or coach or someone to advise you on how to accomplish this plan. How to accomplish this plan. Now, having someone who's a coach or a mentor, an advisor, they can definitely motivate you and hold you accountable to achieving the goals that you want to that you desire for your career. Not only that, but they can give you a new perspective on how to achieve those goals. They can introduce you to new people to broaden your network. Maybe this particular job isn't working out for you, but your coach or mentor or advisor can say, hey, I know someone who's looking for your skill set. So let me send this introductory email for you. That coach and mentor or advisor could also give you guidance on certain situations that are happening on the job, what you can and shouldn't do, how you should and shouldn't react to certain situations. And if your list of pros and cons, if you have more pros than cons, then that coach or mentor and advisor can tell you, hey, maybe you should look at it in this particular way. Maybe you should be grateful for what you have. And maybe you have to adjust your thinking to make the position better. So this having this additional person to help you and to guide you, to keep you motivated and to hold you accountable can truly make a difference in how you achieve your career and how you're able to jumpstart your career to success. Now, if you do not have a coach and you are looking for someone who can give you that guidance, who can help you expand your network, who can truly hold you accountable and motivate you to achieve your goals, I want to be that coach for you. I have been in the federal government for almost 14 years now, and I have had numerous coaches and mentors who have given me so much knowledge and guidance to help me in my government career. They have told me what was good, some of the things or some of the responses I gave that were not good. They have been able to broaden my network. I've been introduced to certain individuals that I would have never been introduced to if I had not connected with that mentor or coach. I have been able to get out some funky situations because of those mentors and coaches. And I've had many of them at at different maturity levels of my life to help me because being in the government, I started out early, in my 20s, and so there were some things I'm grateful that I was, what's the word, a little bit more mature than most that were in their early 20s. But the individuals that helped me were able to really say, hey, Latika, you shouldn't do that. Or Latika, I know what you're thinking, but let's not say it out loud. Or Latika, that's really not a good move for you. Why don't you come over here? Why don't I bring you over here? And that's happened numerous times where I've gone to that mentor or coach and said, hey, you know what? This is not working. And one of them that comes to my mind is Janice. Janice, I met her when I first came into the government, and she actually had been in the government for 30 plus years prior to us meeting in different agencies, and highly educated. And we instantly connected when we met. And she was able to say, hey, I see your skill set. I see your skill set. Let's talk. And so she would constantly encourage me. She would constantly share with me certain things in the industry. And thankfully, we were in the same industry of career development. So she was able to send me books. She was able to make sure I knew about certain conferences, certain organizations to be affiliated with to enhance my own skill level and knowledge. And so when she found that I was doing it and I was being serious about my career, and I was in a position where I was like, you know what, Janice, I'm not liking where I'm going. I'm about to have my first child. I'm not able to have the level of work and life balance that I need. She was like, don't say a word. You come over here. And going to her, I was able to receive two promotions, two grade increases when I went over to her. And I didn't work directly for her. I was in her organization, in her division, but I didn't work directly for her. I worked for other people who were her direct reports. But it was the fact that she was able to pull me over there and help me. And I say all of that to say that a good coach, a good mentor, a good advisor will be those that will pick you up, that will lift you, that will encourage you, that will make sure you have what you need so that you can be where you need to be in your career. And I want to be that for you. So I'm going to leave that link for you to click on so that we can just talk to really understand where it is you want to be in your career, understand how we can work together so that you can not only grow your career, but also balance the work and life that you have right now so that you can grow your career and be the success that you've always dreamed of being. So click on the link below. Make sure that you schedule a time that's convenient for you so that you and I can connect and we can jumpstart your career together. I look forward to getting to know you and talking with you soon. Take care.